Hey everybody, my name is Stacy and I am here with my friend Barry.
Hi, Stacy.
Today I had this idea that we might talk about Star Wars. Do you like Star Wars, Barry?
I love Star Wars. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, do you have a favorite character?
I like Han Solo. He's a good one for me. I like the Millennium Falcon, that bucket of bolts, and yet it can go through space at hyperdrive. I like that.
I didn't know that about you. Han Solo is my favorite
Well, there
also.
you go.
All right, so maybe anyone can think of what their favorite character might be or the different Star Wars movies. And I noticed there's kind of this spiritual piece that runs through this Star Wars story. So I thought maybe we could chat a little bit about Star Wars spirituality.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is this idea of the Jedi, right? And what does it actually take to become a Jedi? So, Barry, if we were to think about being Jedis, what might we do? What would we do to become a Jedi?
Well, I think we need to connect ourselves with the Force. I think Star Wars is basically a hero's journey. The classic hero's journey. The hero starting out, and what can the hero count on, and where does the hero get their strength? So, in Star Wars, the most important thing is the Force. They always talk about the Force, the one thing, the one energy that everybody shares, that lives in all, but some people know how to use it. Some people might have other names for it. Some people call it spirit, God, love, but no matter what you call it, it's real. Everybody has it. And in Star Wars, the heroes know how to use it. So Obi-Wan talked about the Force. He was the first one to talk about the Force in the first movie. And he said there's an energy field created by all living things that surrounds us and penetrates us. And that's the Force, right? And you can't see it, but you can use it. And in The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda said, "You must feel the Force around you, through you, me, the rock, the tree, everywhere." What they're trying to get across is that the Jedi knows how to use the Force. Everybody has it available. The Jedi knows how to use it. In Rogue One, Chirrut Imwe said, "I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me." So I think that's the basic idea, that the hero is on this journey. A lot of times it's Luke that's on this journey. Luke can use the Force, but Luke has to learn how to use it. And so that's why Luke has teachers.
Well, I think it's so cool that so many of these different Star Wars characters start to use the Force throughout the whole storyline. So that's pretty cool. So the Force, start there, but then I think you have to believe in the Force. It's not just enough to know about it, you actually have to believe in it. So at one point, I think Luke is trying to lift a rock with the Force, and he can't do it. He says it's just too hard. And Yoda, instead of just lifting a rock, lifts the entire spaceship out of the muck, right? And Luke says, "I can't believe it." And Yoda says, "That is why you fail, right? Because you didn't believe." So this idea of believing in the Force is pretty important.
Yeah, I think that's how you make your connection with anything. You have to bring it into your heart. It's one thing thinking about it and learning about it, but it's another thing believing it and living it. I think that's what belief is about, that we bring it into the very being of ourselves and we live that way. And that's what Luke has learned how to do. And I think the third thing you have to do is listen to the Force. You have to have that feeling that you're being guided, that you're being directed, and that there's a voice inside you that's telling you the way to go. So whatever you want to call it, God, spirit, that's true for all of us as well, that there's kind of like a light on our path that guides us when we're in tough situations or wherever we are, and we learn how to listen to it. Sometimes we call that intuition.
That's true. I think another part of the Force is being really careful not to judge something just based on how it looks. Being willing to stop and learn about something before you make a judgment about it. And that the most obvious example of that for me is Yoda, right? If you looked at Yoda, really old, really small, looks like kind of frail, and Yoda is one of the strongest characters of all. So, at one point, judge me by my size, will you, right? Be very careful about making judgments and judging something, especially based on how it looks.
Yeah. And I think the last thing is the weapon of the Jedi. In the movies, we've got the lightsaber, right? And it's the way that they use the Force, and all that energy comes through, and there's these big battles with the lightsaber. I think in a spiritual context, meditation is kind of the weapon that we use to open ourselves up and to make our way in the world and to be a light on our path. So if you can feel the force, then it can help you believe in it, and then you learn how to listen to it, and then you learn how to direct it in your own life. And I think that's how we go through our hero's journey, is by being connected with that light that guides us and directs us. So we want to feel it, we want to believe in it, we want to listen to it, and we want to see it in other people as well. I think that that's an important part of it, that we can see the force in other people and we can see the good in other people.
Well, I think you're right. I think if I'm becoming a spiritual Jedi and using this force, whatever name you might give that, meditation is a great way to do all of those things, to be able to believe and listen and be thoughtful and connect with other people.
Yeah, because
it's a great spiritual lightsaber, I would say.
It is. It's a great spiritual weapon because it slows us down and gives us the opportunity to listen to a deeper truth about ourselves. And we all have it, but we don't all listen to it. And I think what these characters in this particular story do is they show us what it looks like to tune into something bigger than us and more powerful than us, even though we can't see it, but to believe in it and listen to it.
So in the movie Rogue One, there's this continuing refrain of, I am one with the Force and the Force is with me.
Yeah.
And we're going to put a little bit of a spin on that with our affirmation for today. And our affirmation is, I am one with God and God is with me.
I am one with God and God is with me.
I am one with God and God is with me.
I am one with God and God is with me.
Awesome. I think I need to go watch a Star Wars movie now, Barry.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool. Okay, friends, till next time.